Hey folks, Kozzi here. I just got madnessed to death by a guy stealing my creature, and we hope to extract sweet, sweet vengeance on whoever is up next. This has been a reasonable Stonescar deck. I guess any deck that is aggressive proves to generally be reasonable. We got into trouble previously, a little bit by flooding, a little bit by having a slightly inconvenient hand, a little bit from my own incompetence with the Sensari Brigand. This is a great hand, so Snapkeep. 2 into 3. You really can't ask anything more. And this also makes sure that I have my splash color available. It's nice to have Merkel in the deck. I don't know if you guys watch world politics, but geez, this guy reminds me of Angela Merkel, the German Chancellor. Hey, look! We got Merkel in stereo. We'll offer up the trade, and then we'll play in the Brigand. I don't want to trade it for a stranger, so there's no point in using the haste ability. If we're really lucky, they'll get screwed, or they won't have a turn 3 play, and then we can get in 8 damage with the Katana and see a new card as well. Alternatively, we might draw a quick draw weapon and really be laughing. That's an interesting one. I imagine if we attack, they'll probably want to block, because 8 damage is a lot. If they attack, we're definitely going to want to block, because we don't want to give them this advantage, so I think we just take the aggressive option. Or we take the hyper-aggressive option. If we're really lucky, they'll play another X2 and then we've won the game. Although, I feel as though I've been lucky enough right there. It's a kind of weird one. I don't really want to put this into his graveyard in case he has a Dread return. So instead, I think we'll take the power inefficient play of just continuing our development. Now we can actually get some value out of our revolver. Now we can't get any value out of our revolver. Oh dear. Again, one of the values of these runic weapons is the element of surprise. It's one where it would have been fine before being a 2-2 attacking the 1-3. He would have blocked for sure and I would have gotten some good value. I'll still get some okay value here. If I attack, he's then forced to attack to try and get it down. If I attack and he blocks, then I get to kill it with a revolver, which I'm fine with. Otherwise I keep developing. Could get in trouble though here if he has a lightning strike, but I don't think I saw a stop there. He still can't play that Echo Troublemaker because I'll kill it. And how aggressive do I want to get? Let's check if he's got a spell. So he's got no responses there. He hasn't had removal before, so I think I do. And I probably just want to diversify my threats right now. Here we're really seeing the power of the Runic Revolver. Not only has it done damage and killed creatures, but it's stopped him from playing, I imagine, at least 2 cards in his hand. And we'll get proof of that if he plays both. Okay, so he did have the Haunting Screen. Unless you get something he can cast, he's still facing lethal. You could get something like a Dread Return. Okay, that hurts a little bit. Ooh. My deck has behaved itself well at the times I need it to. It's behaved itself very well at the times I need it to. I think it's one of those where if I could do the 1930s announcement voice, it's basically, this game was brought to you by Runic Revolver. I need to add an effect to make that sound tinnier, I'm sure. Oh. So this hand has a lot of potential if I draw, but I've got my most expensive cards, but they are all good, which generally your most expensive cards are, and the chance to do some fun things. But I think it's just too greedy. I wish I could have kept that hand. And you know what's going to happen after we're responsible with a hand that could get screwed, don't you? We're going to get flooded so hard in this match. It isn't going to be funny. Okay, that's a decent draw so long as he doesn't play a flyer. Infern, how many flyers could he have? The 3-1, which is okay by me because I've still got a 1/3 chance of killing something. Was I not paying and didn't see that fake card come through? Perhaps. Come on, computer. Yes. So he must have that 5-cost 4/4, which I think I'm fine with. So I have some choices. I could cast the Blackguard Slidearm on it, representing 10 damage, which is a real pain. But he is holding up Lightning Strike, Power, even though I don't think I felt a stop happening. I could use the Magma Javelin just to kill that and keep attacking in for 4. Or I could cast the Magus, representing the opportunity to turn this into a 0/3. Or just to kill it. But it means that this needs to stay back. I think I'd rather stay being aggressive. So yeah, just like last game, I'd love drawing one of those revolvers right about now. I think that would be fantastic. I'd be happy drawing any kind of weapon. Okay, so they played the static bolt. So that was an argument in favour of the sidearm, although I think without any other information that was still by far the clear worst choice. They haven't played a power in a while, which is why I don't think I've seen the 4/4. They could still have a lot of stuff in their hand though. Fortunately this guy isn't doing too much, so I'm happy to sit around and wait on him. So if I play the sidearm, it becomes a 4-power creature with 3 toughness. It'll block. He'll then just turn it into a 2/1. It's a lot of value, but then again I don't have a lot of other options, although I could just stay back, block and then kill. And when we see what we draw, and taking 3 damage in a worst case scenario, although if he has a creature, no, I can still kill. Alrighty, we'll sit and wait. Just doesn't seem like a good return for me at all. Argument could be made I would have got the same result by attacking, although I think he wouldn't have blocked. Argument could also be made that I need to attack anyway because he's got inevitability on me. It's definitely, this is the deck that's going to draw more. I'm beginning to get a problem now. And I think in order to deal with it, we need to kill these flyers now, as much as that sucks, because if he gets one more +1... Actually, no, I can still use the combust to kill him and then over, but 5 is a lot to take. Yeah, taking 5 or 7 just doesn't give me enough turns. At the moment, I've still got quite a few turns that I can flood for. Out comes the 4-4. And out comes my response to the 4-4. Unfortunately, he's had a lot that he hasn't played, so I imagine he's actually got a pretty stacked, expensive hand. What other huge beefcake have you got? Okay, at least that's only going to... Whatever you bring back is going to be relatively small. Sky Snapper. Okay. It's a bit bigger than what I was hoping for. So unfortunately, again, I'll go up to 5. This will take it down to 3. He's on a faster clock than me. We need to find a way of dealing with this bird. / serpent. Then we need to find a way of dealing with his hand. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. That's so not bad, it's probably going to kill me. That does help a significant amount. So we'll attack in, see what you want to do. This is going to hold back just as many attackers as this will, I imagine. And that's a really good block for me if you do, because it means I still get value out of my sniper. So now I'm still representing a reasonable clock. We're in a tight spot, but it's not the worst spot. Our spot is getting worse. Even if we stack these up, he's not going to block, and if he does, I take lethal damage to the face, so... That was a bomb card that I needed him to never ever ever draw. There's very few things I could do about that. Yeah, found ourselves in a tight spot thanks to the flyers and flooding very hard. There's not even much point in hypothesizing about whether my original hand would have done anything useful or not, because I don't know whether I would have just gotten screwed on 1 and 2 power and just had a hand that could have done nothing, or if it would have grown. I have the suspicion that hand would have been just as bad. Primarily because 3 of my cards cost more than 4, so I would have either wanted to have done nothing on turns 3 and 4, or to have drawn cards that I could have done things for. If I would have dropped 3 drops, I would have still been able to do nothing. Yeah, this hand's fine. I got Merkel and the Devil, so sounds a bit like an EU meeting. Sorry guys, if you're... I'm not even a Eurosceptic, to be honest. That was just a joke. It is possible I want double red, but I don't have access to double red anyway. But there's no harm in waiting on these, sure. So we'll aim to play the film banner third. Okay, so now I actually have some very juicy targets, and I've got a very juicy card to put with it. So we have a unit. Yes, we have a unit. I just want to make sure I don't stuff this up. We have a great card to go with it. Because now they can't block, and it's going to kill one of them every turn. And yeah, it's once you get the equipment that she starts to become amazing. Plausibly, a triple block can happen if I happen to shoot to the face. Otherwise, we can still attack in pretty nicely. So if I do 3 here, then this one can kill me if it goes here. So an argument could be made that I want to use my Magma Javelin now. I actually think I do. The last thing I want is to lose her to a 50% chance of not hitting one of these guys. Yeah, let's go it. One-third chance to make me happy. Alright, that's not the worst. Whenever they play something huge, we've got my Stranger and the Combust to help me out. So I could do this now. It guarantees that it does 3 damage to the face. I could do this, I get the value, and I do 2 damage to the face, or indeed I could even wait. And then whatever they play, I have the opportunity to ping. And I've still got the same damage attacking. Yeah, I think I'd rather wait and see for this. This way, if they have something with a high toughness, or just something that I don't want them to get in the way of, I'm not actually losing any damage between the pair of 2/2s here either, so... I want to attack with this, I don't want to trade, so I think I want to play my Atlan Sniper now. It's now in effect, this guy has double strike. And yeah, we're in a great position. Whatever they play, we can sack someone useless to kill. Do we want to? No, I'm actually happy to trade all of those. And just get my 5/3 on the table. Yeah, I tell you what, she's amazing when you have the opportunity to play around her. And dying with Star. Well done, Disc of Confusion. Yeah, she's really amazing when you can actually build with her in mind. I was fortunate to get my weapon that I didn't know I was going to get at that point in time. But yeah, sometimes you need to play for your outs. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matches. So I guess we'll pause it here and go to our last one in the series. I forgot to update the wins as well. You can see I'm doing well. This will be the last video I do for today, even though I'll probably be uploading it in a day or two. So yeah, let's see how we finish off with this Stonescar Aggro deck, the 4th of which I've done so far since starting this video series. I've been Kozzi, drafting for Pick 1 Pack 1. Thanks as always for watching, and I look forward to seeing you as we close out this particular round. Have a good one.